Okay, good day and welcome to Sa Majesty Easy World Science channel. You are on with Maestro, and today we are going to this is part 2 of our previous video which we made on WAEC past questions, 2022 WAEC past questions on mathematics. So we'll be continuing from where we left off in the other video. We stopped at question number 31. So today we'll continue with question number 32, which you will see on your screen. It says, Mrs. Gabriel is pregnant. The probability that she will give birth to a girl is 1/2, and the probability that the baby will have blue eyes is 1/4. What is the probability that she will give birth to a girl with blue eyes? So this says the probability that she gives birth to a girl, that's probability of giving birth to a girl, is 1/2, and the probability that the baby will have blue eyes is equals to 1/4. And now the question says we should calculate the probability that she will give birth to a girl who has blue eyes. So in probability theorem, for two events, the probability that two events are going to happen at the same time, that's together, either one after the other, is the probability of the first event multiplied by the probability of the second event. So we get probability of giving birth to a girl with blue eyes is equals to 1/2 times 1/4, which is 1/8. In the option, 1/8 is option C. So for number 32, the correct answer is C. So we move to the next one, number 33. It says the mean of 10 numbers is 56. If the mean of the first 9 numbers is 55, find the 10th number. So the mean of first 9 numbers is 55. So let's assume if you wanted to find the mean of 9 numbers, you first of all add the 9 numbers together and divide it by 9. So let's assume that n is the sum of the 9 numbers. Let's assume that n is the sum of the 9 numbers and x is the 10th number we are looking for. Then, according to the question, it says the mean of the first 9 numbers is 55. So we sum the first 9 numbers, which is n, divide by 9 to get 55. That's 1. So from here we can see that n is equals to 55 times 9, which is 495. So that's the value of our n. And now we are going to use this to find the next one. So to find the average of the 10 numbers, we have, this is the sum, n is the sum of the 9 numbers, then plus the 10th number divided by 10 to get 56. So using this now, we can see that if we cross multiply 10 times this will give us 560. And then we substitute the value 495 for n. So this implies that x is equals to 560 minus 495. So this means our x is equals to what? 65. In our option, 65 is option B. Moving on, question 34 says simplify simplify 2 minus 18m squared all over 1 plus 3m. So to simplify this, we first of all factorize the numerator. So we get 2 brackets 1 minus 9m squared, close bracket, all over 1 plus 3m. This is the first step. And then we look at 1 minus 9m squared. How do we factorize this? From using difference of 2 squares, we can see that 1 minus 9m squared is the same thing as 1 plus 3m multiplied by 1 minus 3m. So in mathematics, this is called the difference of 2 squared. So we're going to substitute this in place of this, so that we have 2 brackets 1 plus 3m bracket 1 minus 3m all over 1 plus 3m. So we can say that 1 plus 3m cancels 1 plus 3m, and we are left with 2 brackets 1 minus 3m. And this is our final answer, and this can be found in option C. Question 35. We have a circle, as you can see on the screen, a diagram that looks something like this. Let me see if I can draw it. So it says, the diagram shows triangle PQR inscribed in a circle. Triangle PQR inscribed in a circle. PS is a tangent to the circle at P. PS is a tangent to the circle at the point P. So now it says, find angle PRQ. PRQ. So we should find this angle right here. So to find this angle, we use something called alternate segment theorem. So using the alternate segment theorem, we can say that angle RPS, so angle RPS is equal to angle RQP. Using this theorem, so this, therefore, since angle RPS is 73 degrees, we can say that angle RQP is also 73 degrees. So here is 73 degrees also. Now using this knowledge, you can add these two together and subtract it from 180 to get our value here. So the angle we are looking for, PRQ, angle PRQ is equals to 180 minus 73 minus 58. Okay, so the answer is 49. This is going to give us 49, which is option A. 49 degrees, of course.
Hi, I wanted to tell you that you can contact Her Majesty Easy World for your laboratory equipment and reagents. They are affordable and provide accurate results too. Her Majesty Easy World only sells what he knows, and his patterns of delivery are sure and certain. Place your orders today. Thanks for your patronage.
Using my prepared filler, you can also place order for any of these apparatus and reagent to Her Majesty.
Okay, so question 36, you can see the diagram here. It says triangle MNR is inscribed in a circle, MNR, and PQ is a straight line. PQ is a straight line, and here is your triangle MNR. If angle MRN is 41 degrees and angle PMR is 141 degrees, find QNR. So to find QNR, we must first locate where QNR is. QNR, definitely this angle here. To find this angle here, we'll need to find a few other angles. We need to find this angle here and this angle here. Or we can use a theorem, we can use a circle triangle theorem to solve this, because we know that this angle here plus, let's call this angle x for convenience. So we can say that 41 plus x is going to give us 141. This is a theorem in mathematics. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but I'm sure it's a theorem. So I'm going to write x plus 41 is equals to 141. So that this goes to this side, and we have x is equals to 100. So if x is equals to 100, what must be added to 100 to get 180? Since angles on a straight line sum up to 180. We have 80 degrees. So if x is 100, then this angle here must be 80 degrees. The reason for this is because angles on a straight line must add up to 180 degrees. So therefore our answer QNR is 80 degrees. So angle QNR is equals to 80 degrees, which is option B. Now we move on to the next question. It's an inequality. It says solve y plus 2 over 4 minus y minus 1 over 3 greater than 1. We are going to solve this like an equation. So we start by clearing fractions. To clear fractions, we multiply the whole term by the LCM of the denominator. So the LCM of 4 and 3 is 12. So we multiply everything here by 12. So we have 12 times y plus 2 all over 4 minus 12 times y minus 1 all over 3 is greater than 12 times 1. Now if you pay attention here, you see that I used brackets to multiply algebraic terms. Please, when multiplying algebraic terms, never write 12 times y plus 2. This is wrong. Okay? So we solve 12 divided by 4 gives us 3. So we have 3 bracket y plus 2 minus 12 divided by 3 gives us 4. So 4 bracket y minus 1 is greater than 12 times 1 is 12. We expand the brackets. We have 3y plus 6 minus 4y plus 4 is greater than 12. And then we collect like terms. 3y minus 4y gives us minus y. 6 plus 4 is 10, greater than 12. So since our y is negative, we are going to move it to this side to make it positive and move the x here and move the 12 to the other side. So when we move 12 here, it becomes minus 12 plus 10 is greater than, and minus y moves here to become y. Minus 12 plus 10 is going to give us minus 2 is greater than y. This implies that y is less than minus 2. So this is option, y is less than minus 2 is option B. Okay, so for question 38, we have information here. It says use this information to answer 38 and 39. It says the ages of some members in a singing group are 12, 47, 49, 15, 43, 41, 13, 39, 43, 41, and 36. Use the information to answer 38 and 39. So in question 38, it's asking us for the lower quartile of this ungrouped data. So to find the lower quartile, we have to first find the position of the lower quartile. So the position of the lower quartile, which is Q1, is given by 1 over 4 brackets n plus 1, where n is the number of the sample space. So n is how many numbers we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So our n is equals to 11 for this one. So we have 1 over 4 bracket 11 plus 1, which is equals to 1 over 4 times 12, which is equals to 3, because 12 divided by 4 is 3. So our n is equals to 3, which means our Q1 will be located at position 3. So to find our final answer, we have to arrange this data in ascending order and then find which one is at number 3. So to arrange it in ascending order, we start with the smallest and then move up to the biggest. We have 12, then 13, then 15, which other number here? 30, 36, 39, and so on. But you can already see that we know what our lower quartile is because of position 3 is right here. This is 1, 2, and 3. So this is position 3 where our lower quartile is. That is 15. So our final answer is 15, which is option C is 15. Now for question number 39, we are asked to find the mean of these values. So mean, sometimes called averages, how to find the mean is we simply add these numbers together and then we divide it by how many they are, which is 11. So we are going to do 12 plus 47 plus 49 plus 15 plus 43 up to 36 and then divide it by 11 to get the final answer. So I'm going to use a calculator to find this now. So the answer is 34.45, which is option C. Okay, so question 40 says, find, correct to 2 decimal places, the volume of a sphere whose radius is 3 centimeter. So the information we are given here, R is 3 centimeter, volume, you should find the volume. The formula for finding the volume of a sphere is 4 over 3 pi r cube. Now we are going to substitute. Of course, we take pi to be 22 over 7. So we get to work 4 over 3 multiplied by 22 over 7, which is our pi, multiplied by 3 to the power of 3. Okay, so we do some simplifications here. This 3 is going to cancel one of these, and we're left with 2 here. So we have 3 squared here, which is 9. So all in all, we have 4 times 22 times 9, all over 7. So I'm going to use a calculator very quickly. Okay, so this is going to give us 113.14 centimeter cube, since we're calculating volume, and this is going to be option D, correct 2 significant places. Moving on to the next question, we have the length of a parallel sides of a trapezium are 9 centimeter and 12 centimeter. So let me see if I can sketch this trapezium on the board. So this is what a trapezium looks like. So the length of the parallel sides of a trapezium are 9 centimeter and 12 centimeter. These are the parallel sides of a trapezium, these two sides, because they are parallel. So 9 centimeter, obviously 9 has to be for the smaller one and 12 has to be for the longer one. If the area of the trapezium is 105 centimeter square, so the area is 105 centimeter square, it says find the perpendicular distance between the parallel sides. The perpendicular distance between the parallel sides, that's the distance between here and here, which is obviously the height of the trapezium. This question is just asking us to find the height of the trapezium. Okay, so we know that area is equals to 1 over 2 A plus B times height, where A and B are the parallel sides of the trapezium, that is 9 and 12. So to solve this question, since we are looking for height, we can simply make h the subject of the formula from this equation and then substitute A and capital A, small a and B to find the value of our h. So let's do this quickly. To make h the subject of the formula, we first of all clear this by multiplying both sides by 2. So we get 2a is equals to a plus b times h, and then we divide both sides by a plus b, and then we get h is equals to 2a all over a plus b, and then we can substitute our values to get the our answer. So 2a is 105, 2 times 105 all over a plus b, 9 plus 12 is 21. So we have 2 times 105 is going to give us 210 all over 21. 21 here, 1, so we have 10. So our h is 10 centimeter, which is option C. Option C is 10. Okay, so question 42 says, find the volume of a cone of radius 3.5 centimeter and vertical height 12. Okay, so the radius of our cone is 3.5 centimeter and the vertical height is 12 centimeter. The formula for finding the volume of a cone is 1 all over 3 pi r square height. So we begin to substitute. Of course, pi is equals to 22 over 7. So we have 1 over 3 times 22 over 7 times our r is 3.5, and then we square it, multiplied by h, which is 12. So we're going to use calculators. A 3 here can divide this one to give us 4. Okay, so we have v is equals to 22 times 3.5 square times 4 all over 7. So I'm going to press this on my calculator. Okay, so we have 154 centimeter square, which is option D. Now we move on to the next question, number 43. This question has something to do with set. It says, a local community has 2 newspapers, the Morning Times and the Evening Dispatch. The Morning Times is read by 45% of households and the Evening Dispatch by 60%. If 20% of the households read both papers, find the probability that a particular household reads at least one paper. Now, questions like this, you really have to pay attention to make sure you understand what the question is talking about. So let's start this by, we can make it easier to understand by using a diagram, a Venn diagram. So here we're going to have the Morning Times and then the Evening Dispatch. Okay, so it says the Morning Times is read by 45%. So here I'm going to put 45%. And the Evening Dispatch by 60%. 20% of the households read both. So both goes here for 20%. Find the probability that a particular household reads at least one paper. So how do we find this? First of all, we have to find the probability. We have to, as you can see here, we have 45 here. This 45 is the percentage of people who read Morning Times, but not the percentage of people who read Morning Times only. We have to find the percentage of people who read Morning Times only. So to do this, we have to subtract this 20 from this 45, because this 20 includes those who read Morning Times and Evening Dispatch. So that we have Morning Times only, M only, is equals to 45 minus 20, which gives us 25. And then Evening Dispatch only is going to be 60 minus 20, which gives us 40. So the correct labeling for this place should be 25 here, and here not 60 but 40. So this gives you a better idea. 25% of people read the Morning Dispatch only. 40% of people read the Evening Dispatch only. So now we are asked to find the probability that a particular household reads at least one paper. So to find the probability of at least, it means the household has to read Morning Times or Evening Dispatch. Morning Times or Evening Dispatch. So the probability that the person reads Morning Times or Evening Dispatch is equals to, what is the probability? The percentage of people who read Morning Times, that is 25, plus, because in probability or means plus. So 25 plus 45, and this is going to give us what? 65. So 65% of people read Morning Times or Evening Dispatch. So when we convert this percentage to fraction, we get something like 0.65, which is option B. Okay, so number 44, it says a rectangle has a width of 3/4 centimeter and an area of 3 whole number 3/8 centimeter square. Find its length. So we are given the width and area of a rectangle and we are asked to find its length. So this area, first of all, we have to convert it to, or maybe let's just solve directly. So we know that area of a rectangle is equals to length times width. So since we're looking for length, we might as well make the length the subject of the formula. So this implies that L is equals to A over W. So we are going to use this formula. We substitute A for this and W for this one. So we have L is equals to our area. We can now change this to an improper fraction. 3 times 8 is 24. 24 plus 3, 27. So we have 27/8 divided by, our width is 3/4. So this is going to be 27/8 times 4/3. For those of you who know how to manipulate your fractions. So here, 4 cancels this. We have 2 here, 3 here, 9. So we have 9/2. L is equals to 9/2. Do we have 9/2 in the options? Nope. But we have something of a mixed fraction. 9/2 is going to be the same thing as 4 whole number 1/2 centimeter. Is that in the option? Yes, that is option B. Now we move on to the next question. Question 45 says, the mean of two numbers x and y is 4. The mean of two numbers x and y is 4. Find the mean of the four numbers x, 2x, y, and 2y. So let's see this question very well. The mean of two numbers x and y is 4, which means x plus y all over 2 is equals to 4. And then the next part says, find the mean of four numbers. The mean of four numbers x, y, 2x, and 2y. So how do we find the mean of these numbers, given that the mean of x and y is 2? So from here, we can see that if we multiply this by, if we cross multiply, we get that x plus y is equals to 8. Now this is going to be very important to solve this. So to find the mean of these four numbers here, we have x plus y plus 2x plus 2y all over, how many are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, all over 4 is equals to what? We don't know what it is. But do we have enough information to deduce this? Now you might be tempted to collect like terms and then you get 3x plus 3y. But that doesn't really take you anywhere. So the best thing to do is use this as your identity. X plus y is equals to 8. So that means we can already replace this one here by 8. And then here we have 2x plus 2y. We can factorize that. So this we can write it as 8 plus 2x plus 2y. We factorize 2 and we have bracket x plus y all over 4. Now this x plus y is equals to 8. So we can substitute this for 8 again. So 2 multiplied by 8 is going to give us 16. So we have 8 plus 16 all over 4. 8 plus 16 actually gives us 24 all over 4. Now 24 divided by 4 is going to give us what? 6. So our final answer is 6. So is 6 in the option? Yes, that is option C. The straight line y is equals to mx minus 4 passes through the point minus 4, 16. Calculate the gradient of the line. So here, this is our x value and this is our y value. We're going to substitute these values into this equation and then find the value of m. As we all know, m is the gradient of this line. That is also known as slope. So we have y is 16, or no, let's make m the subject of the formula first so that it can be easier. So from here we have m is equals to y plus 4 all over x. So using this new formula gotten from this equation, that's by making m the subject of the formula, we can now see that m is equals to y is 16 plus 4 all over x is minus 4. So this is 20 divided by minus 4, which is equals to minus 5. This can be seen in option A. Moving on to the next one, number 47 says, if the equations x squared minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0 have common roots with the equation x squared plus px plus 6. Find the value of p. So it says if this equation and this one here, if they have the same roots, that means if they are the same equation, what is the value of p? This question, obviously, this is a bonus question. It's just there to give mark to the people. Everybody knows that p should be minus 5, because if you put minus 5 here, then this becomes exactly the same as the first one. X squared minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. So the answer here is D, minus 5. Okay, so number 48 says, a trader made a loss of 15% when an article was sold. Find the ratio of the selling price to the cost price. So we are looking for the ratio of selling price to cost price. So obviously, if this trader has made a loss, it means that the selling price is going to be lower than the cost price, because this person has lost money. So how much did the trader lost? 15%. The trader lost 15%. So now, since we're dealing with percentages, that means if we remove 15% from 100, we are left with what? 75%. So this one here, the selling price is going to be 75% compared to the cost price, which is still at 100, assuming this one is 100%. So now we can reduce this ratio to the lowest term to find our final answer. Dividing by 5, 5 will divide 100 to give us 20, and then 5 will divide this to give 17. So 17 is to 20, which is option C. Now the next question, number 49, says, given that logarithm of 27 in base 3 is equals to 2x plus 1, find the value of x. So to solve this, of course, we have to express 27 in powers of 3. 27 is 3 times 3 times 3, that's 3 raised to power 3. So we write logarithm of 3 to the power of 3 in base 3 is equals to 2x plus 1. Now this one comes here, so we have 3 log 3 in base 3 is equals to 2x plus 1. Now logarithm of 3 in base 3 is 1. 3 times 1 is 3. So we have 3 is equals to 2x plus 1. This implies that this plus 1 goes here and becomes minus 1. So 3 minus 1 is 2. So we have 2 is equals to 2x. Therefore, x is equals to 1. That is option B. And then finally, for the last one, that's number 50, it says solve 6x squared is equals to 5x minus 1. Of course, this is obviously a quadratic equation. So to solve this, we'll have to rearrange it so that the right hand side is equals to 0. So we have 6x squared minus 5x plus 1 is equals to 0. So I'm going to use the quadratic formula to solve this as quickly as I can. So the quadratic formula states x is equals to minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And then I begin my substitutions. Our b is minus 5. So minus minus 5 plus minus square root of b squared, that's minus 5 squared, minus 4 times, our a is 6, our c is 1, all over 2 times 6. And then we begin to simplify. Minus minus is plus. 5 squared is 25. 25 minus 4 times 6 is 24. 24 times 1 is 24. So minus 24 all over 2 times 6 is 12. So this is equals to 5 plus minus 25 minus 24 is 1. Square root of 1 is still 1 all over 12. So we can have two answers depending on which sign we choose. So usually for the first one, that's x1 is equals to, we consider the positive sign. So 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 over 12 is equals to 1 over 2. And then for the second one, we consider the negative part. 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 over 12 is equals to 1 over 3. So the two pairs we have is 1 over 2 and 1 over 3. So which option is that? 1 over 2, 1 over 3. Option C. Okay, so that summarizes it for our video on 2022 WAEC past questions. So if you want to see more science stuff, you can visit this channel. You can check out our other videos on other subjects. We have videos on biology, chemistry, mathematics, and so on and so forth. So thank you for joining us. See you next time.
Wait a minute. If you enjoy content like this and would like to see more for Her Majesty Easy World Science channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and share to your friends and family. Much love, remain majestic.